This might be a good time to let you know that Clear Springs Ranch is a active cattle ranch. There are cows and calves, and so you want to make sure that you're aware of where you're driving the entire time. Yeah. What do you find out at the ranch that goes, ooh? A cow with no lips. I don't know if it's still running or not. There's a lot of cow patties out here. So the beginning portion of Truck Stop, we're actually driving out to the trail more or less still. So it's going to be kind of flat, kind of unobstacle-wized, but we are making our way to a really cool area of the ranch that for years held a secret. And today we're going to show you just a little bit of that secret. Now that we've gone through that gate, we're actually at the start of the good parts of this trail. Welcome to Truck Stop. Want to see more? There'll be a link at the end of this video of a more detailed visit to this site where we got out and actually we're walking around and inspecting the trucks. But now, back to the trail.
You can see the work the volunteers have had to do to cut branches and make this trail available. Every year it overgrows, so they have to work on it. I got an arm full of hitchhikers.
Right now, it's a tight trail.
Alright, so we're approaching Carnage Canyon here, and one of the big changes is in this location. So if you remember from before, when you came over that hill and then you took that sharp left over that hill, now you just continue going straight and we go around there. So currently they have a couple flags out here to help out. I don't know if they'll be there during the event or not.
Gladiators will struggle through this one, huh?
They deserve to struggle.
fender?
Get it. It's still there, but.
Yeah, so currently they... Going through these two trees here, it's going to push you a little bit into that tree, so make sure you stay on the driver's side to keep from hitting your top or whatever. An actual pleasure watching Rick King go through there. We put a pump in the tire, stuff like that.
So there are plenty of places on this particular trail where there are going to be trees that are down right next to your tires. Funny thing about trees is they will push you off to the side where you might just crunch your front end or your front fender like I just did. So as we're riding on this trail, this is a trail that I would definitely recommend having front and rear lockers, because it is a lot of places where you're gonna end up needing both.
Go on cue, there's one on my left on the far bank. There's two of them.
Yeah, they won't be here over there.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be able to see them with that camera.
Wish the GoPro could catch it, but there's two large gators right across that.
No, it was actually, there's kind of, it wasn't along this lane, there was, there's a crossing that I kind of put in a friend in the car, and I said to her, hey, seatbelt off, windshield down, because if we do flop, it's going to go through your window, it's the only way out. But when I show you the pictures, the water crossed from my driving Jeeps over it, squeezes all the water out of the mud. I'm just thinking about how I pressure wash my rims. Pumpkin just gets a light rinse till after judge. Yeah, I didn't use any shampoo, I just gave it, cold pressure wash. Yeah, that didn't work. We were like all on it in a bit of a panic. And I've got to say, this has dried out an enormous amount since last week. Yeah. I think driving Jeeps over it squeezes all the water out of the mud. I'm just thinking about how I pressure washed my rims yesterday. Pumpkin just gets a light rinse till after judge. Yeah, that didn't work. Let me see the degree. oblivious to you. Definitely don't want to run them over. They eat like ticks and fleas and everything. Yeah, I'm just backing up. Chris, hold on.
So you're gonna have to come down this hill, get a little momentum, come up through this mud pit going up this hill, and it's always going to be muddy because of the creek coming through here. And then you're going to have to clear this step route right here to get all the way up. So let's give you a tires perspective. So just to let you know, when we talk about some of the obstacles that are out here, that rut is deep.
I'm hoping I'm going to be able to walk this way. There we go.
Not only is this rut deep coming through here with the water, but you got a big root coming across here, and that big root is going to stop you. So you're going to have to come down this hill, get a little momentum, come up through this mud pit going up this hill, and it's always going to be muddy because of the creek coming through here. And then you're going to have to clear this step route right here to get all the way up. So let's give you a tires perspective.
Yes, sir.
So you wanted to do
I'm glad you guys put some little flags on the middle of the gate, because it can't see from this far.
So you want to
Few stories about those sort of gates. When I did the Trans-American Trail, which is off-road.
So you want to do moderate trails, huh?
Advanced.
So you want to do advanced trails, huh? Thanks for correcting me. So you want to do some advanced trails, huh? Never mind. Hi, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed your ride. We'll see you on the trails tomorrow. Oh yeah. Wait, there's one more.